Guide Stars Lessons. There's More Than One Slice of Pie by Eddie Smith. There's a story about someone who noticed how inconvenient a common service was and decided to fix it. With nothing but determination and a bit of creativity, they introduced a new way of doing things, one that made life easier for everyone who used it. It wasn't perfect at first, but they refined it, put in the hard work, and soon the company was talking about how much better things had become because of their effort. But as the idea grew and gained recognition, so did envy. Others, seeing the success, decided they wanted a share. Instead of adding their own ideas to make things even better, they took a different route. They began whispering rumors, calling the founder untrustworthy, and casting doubt on their intentions. Rather than lifting the innovation higher, their plan was simple: discredit the original creator so they could take the spotlight, not by building something new, but by tearing someone else down. I've seen this kind of behavior described in many ways, from the famous crab-in-a-barrel mentality to something even more ironic: the idea that instead of climbing higher by one's own effort, some would rather pull others down just to feel taller. It's a pattern as old as time. Success attracts attention, and while some see inspiration, others see a target. I'm not going to spend time labeling this way of thinking as wrong. Most of us already know that. But instead, I want to offer a different perspective. Let's abandon the tired narrative of us versus them, which does nothing but fuel division and distract from the real issue at hand. The truth is, in one way or another, whether boldly or subtly, many of us, if not all, have engaged in this kind of behavior. It's part of being human, but that doesn't make it acceptable. Recognizing it for what it is, an instinct that needs correction, is the first step toward changing how we approach success and innovation as a people. Here's where it gets interesting. As we moved away from the immediate threats of famine and predators, survival didn't just vanish from our instincts. It found new, more sophisticated ways to express itself. No longer do we need to create tools to catch fish or steal someone else's dinner. Instead, our brains have adapted those old instincts to a new world, one where the catch might be a promotion, a big idea, or the admiration of others. And yet, the core of the instinct remains unchanged. We still measure our safety and success in relation to those around us, often without even realizing it. Remember the story we started with? The one about someone who took a challenge and turned it into a solution, making life better for everyone. Picture yourself watching their success unfold, their hard work, their creativity, their dedication paying off as people embrace what they've built. How does it make you feel? Do you feel inspired, thinking, I could do something like this too? Or does a flicker of unease creep in, whispering, what does this mean for me? Am I falling behind? That flicker isn't rational, it's instinctual. It's the same survival response that helped our ancestors navigate a world where every resource was limited and every rival posed a threat. But here's the catch. Those instincts were built for a time long past. Today they misfire, convincing us that to protect our own place, we need to tear others down. The truth is, there isn't just one pie. Opportunities might seem limited at first glance, but that's where innovation meets productivity. Instead of fighting over a slice, why not make your own? Some might say, it's all about who you know or who you support. But that's a limiting belief, a narrative we use to justify staying stuck. Look around, and you'll see countless examples, both locally and regionally of people who defied that mindset. There's even an entire book by a local author that highlights entrepreneurs who started with nothing but an idea and the drive to see it through. These stories prove one thing: the limits we see aren't real, they're self-imposed. The reality is that success isn't confined to one lane. It's about choosing to see beyond the illusion of scarcity and realizing that the potential for growth and achievement is boundless when we dare to create something unique and valuable. To break free from this mindset, you must accept an uncomfortable truth. The problem isn't out there, it's within you. The barriers you see are not as unmovable as you think. They're often walls you've built yourself. Philosopher Epictetus reminds us, we are not disturbed by things, but by the view we take of them. If you've convinced yourself that success is reserved for others, those with better connections, more resources, or luckier breaks, you're wrong. The truth is, many of the people you admire started with nothing more than an idea and the determination to act. Just take a look around. There are countless examples of individuals who had every reason to give up, but didn't. They didn't ask, "Why can't I succeed?" They asked, "What's stopping me?" And then they acted. Let's be clear. Blaming the system, other people, or bad timing will get you nowhere. Excuses are comfortable, but they won't move you forward. What will? Action. Progress doesn't come wrapped in a ribbon. It begins with effort. Maybe your first step is small. So what? It's still a step. I once met a man who walked around selling pies, work his way up to owning his very own food truck. Was it easy? I'm sure he'd agree it wasn't. But he didn't sit around complaining or waiting for someone to hand him a solution or handout. That's the mindset you need: resourceful, determined, and unwilling to settle. Stop waiting for the stars to align or someone to save you. Success isn't handed down, it's earned. And the only thing standing between you and success is you.
Hey there, amazing people! If you made it this far, that means you're enjoying the content, and we love having you here. Hit that subscribe button so you never miss an update. It takes just a second, and it helps us keep bringing you valuable content. Smash that like button if you found this video helpful. It really supports the channel and tells YouTube to share this with more awesome people like you. And if this video brought you value, do us a favor, share it with a friend who needs to hear this. Let's spread the knowledge and build a powerful community together. Don't forget to turn on notifications so you get the latest videos as soon as they drop. Thanks for being here. You're the reason we do this. See you in the next one.